Hello everyone and welcome back. We are analyzing the design of the Black Gulch today. This is the area in Dark Souls 2 that leads the player up to a boss fight, and it contains some great elements for a good linear obstacle course. In its purest form, an obstacle course is using split-second timing and skill to avoid death traps. Let's start this off by taking a look at the special design of this level, which is designed as a narrow walkway. It contains a solid wall to the left most of the time and a cliff to the right, with the exception of a couple of alcoves. A narrow walkway in game design is commonly used as an enclosed space where the occupant feels confined and unable to move freely. These spaces create a sense of vulnerability in the player's inability to properly defend themselves, which in Dark Souls is used to great effect. First, I'm going to explain the two mechanics that are used in the Black Gulch, and after that I will explain how they are applied. Let's start off with the poison statue. The poison statue is a unique take on the usual dart trap mechanic in various obstacle courses. The standard fair chance warning for a dart trap is that you can hear the mechanic activate before the dart fires. The poison statue has this warning, but it only works from a distance since they fire it at the same time as the sound is released. To improve the player's chances, the designers of this mechanic added two warning elements. First off, you can see the glowing eyes of the statue, which tell you in which direction they will be firing. Approach the statue from a different direction and you should be fine. The green glow also hints towards the poison mechanic. An experienced Dark Souls player will know what to expect, and I call anyone who has reached this point experienced enough. The second mechanic applied in the Black Gulch is the oil trap. The oil trap is a tried and tested mechanic in any obstacle course within a game. There is a pit of black liquid that can be set on fire. In the Black Gulch, these have the added mechanic of a creature being hidden in them, which tries to pop up and ambush the player. The fair chance warning offered here is purely visual. If the player looks closely, the top of the creature can be seen poking out from the pool. The creatures also emerge with a large splash particle effect that warns the player well before the creature strikes. This allows the player enough time to roll out of the way. Now, this level itself is divided into 4 areas: the novice area, intermediate area, advanced area, and a master's area. The novice area, where the player is introduced to the poison statue mechanic. This is a relatively safe and allows the player to smash the statues without getting hit. The second area is the intermediate area, which adds some complexity to this mechanic. The oil trap mechanic is mixed with the poison statue mechanic. The poison statues are increased in number and placed opposite of each other. Dividing this area from the next one is a little intermission area that utilizes worms in order to stop the player from advancing too swiftly. These worms work to decrease the level of stress the player is feeling while working through the level, as taking all the statues out can be a high focus task for people. So there's a little area in the middle that helps you breathe a little easier. The advanced area is the final real area of the level, not including the boss fight. Here both mechanics are used in even greater quantity. The poison statues are also placed on areas that can't be reached to the left of the level, so they can't all be removed. Instead of taking all the statues out, the player is guided to the sides of the level to avoid heightened statues, which is where most of the dangerous oil traps are positioned. Finally, the player can relieve all of this stress by finding the hidden bonfire to the right that leads straight to the boss fight at the end of the level. So once you've done all the obstacle coursing, you can completely skip it by finding this. There's one more area that usually gets included in a level design such as this, which is called a master area. In the Black Gulch, this is the final boss fight. In this area, the player has to feel powerfully in control of all previously traversed mechanics. The boss fight includes statues, which don't fire at the player, and burning oil traps. The player has to defeat the boss while avoiding the burning patches of oil. Sadly, the statues do nothing, but the way the Black Gulch was designed leads me to believe that these statues were originally meant to contain active ones hidden among them. That was my analysis of the level design of Black Gulch in Dark Souls 2. I hope you enjoyed the video and managed to play some games. Till next time!